Hello! In today's video, we're going to be doing an unboxing. So what I have before me here is a Jobo CPP-3 processing machine that just arrived. I've actually been waiting a long time for this. I finally decided to order one over the summer, and I ordered it through CatLabs, who at the time said they were in stock, but they actually weren't, and they had a special order it from Jobo, and it took a few months to ship, and then when it came here, it came by ship, and then got sent again, and to make a long story short, it's been about 3 months since I actually ordered this. However, it's finally here. So I've decided I'm going to unbox this on camera, and we'll see how these things ship new from the factory. So as you can see, it's in a rather large box that's got an extra layer of wrapping. This is probably because CatLabs did some inspection or repackaging, but let's get started. As always, CatLabs includes these wonderful stickers with everything they sell. I wish they had a few more varieties. Kind of have a few too many of these at this point, but it's always nice to have stickers. Okay, so it's covered by this piece of cardboard. Plenty of packing paper. I seem to collect this packing material. It's always annoying to throw it out. Okay, so there are a few items on top here. Around the time that I ordered this machine, I also ordered some additional Jobo accessories from CatLabs, and it looks like they threw them in the box on top of it. So, not really part of the unboxing per se, but in the box. Just get some more of the packing materials out of here. This is probably not part of the Jobo either. It's probably one of the tanks that I ordered. I've spent the past couple months stocking up on Jobo tanks and supplies in preparation for this machine, both some new stuff for processing film and some older 2800 series drums for processing color paper that I eventually intend to do. So, yeah, this right here, this is one of the drums that I ordered. I just wanted to have another film drum with a long center column so that I could process more than 2 rolls at a time if I wanted to. Most of the larger drums that I have right now are actually paper drums. So let me just put this off to the side. Okay, now you can see in here are the parts of the Jobo itself. On top, this appears to be the lift, which is an important part of the mechanism. And in here appears to be the machine itself. We have some basic instructions. And the machine with the bottles that come with it are just down here in the bottom. What's interesting is these bottles are actually Jobo branded, but if you go to all the photo places these days and you actually try to buy these same Jobo bottles, they usually come Kaiser branded instead if they're not shipped with the machine. The bottles themselves look pretty much identical. So, yeah, take that for what it were. Okay, now it's time to lift the machine out of the box. Okay, before we get the box out of the way, this is just the packing slip, and these are just some additional cogs that I ordered at the same time, because all the 2800 series drums that I've recently bought off eBay did not come with cogs in their lids. Now that the box and all the packaging materials are out of the way, let's take a look at what was inside. There were mainly two pieces, the Jobo itself and a plastic bag containing the lift and some accessories. If anyone is wondering, the lift is a part of the mechanism that the drums attach to and allows you to lift them upright to dump the chemicals out. At this point, it's a pretty standard part of the Jobo setup. So this is the lift, and let's take a look. It's in this big plastic bag. Let's open it up. Okay. The lift itself is this mechanism right here. This installs onto the Jobo, which I will do later. Slightly scuffed, but no big deal. And basically, you pour the chemicals in here. It comes out through a spout over here into the drum, and when you're done with the processing cycle, you lift a handle. It rotates the drum upward and dumps the chemicals out this hose. Okay. In addition to that, we got this bag, which contains a few accessories. I'm going to guess that this is the handle for the lift. This is a syringe that looks like it contains some kind of grease with a screw used as a cover for some reason. I'm guessing this is for lubrication. There's also a screw here, some roller pieces, some extra plastic gears. And so that's what comes with the lift. So I'm going to bag this back up, and we'll take a look at the Jobo itself. This is the Jobo CPP-3 itself, before the lid has been attached. And let's take a look. Over here on the left side, we have the control panel that you use to operate the machine. Then over here, we have where all the chemical bottles are stored and kept in a water bath to maintain temperature. This looks like a gear used as part of the rotation mechanism. I'm not entirely sure what this thing in the back corner is. On the back of the unit, there are a few attachment points of interest. There's this one right here, which I suspect is the cold water inlet. Here's just a label mentioning electrical specifications. It says that it's rated for 900 watts US. How much power it actually uses, I have no idea. Online info made me think it was half that, so I'm not entirely sure. Down here is another attachment, which the manual makes me think is for overflow, though I could be wrong. Down here at the bottom is another point for attaching a hose, which I suspect is for a drain when you want to drain the water bath, since you can open and close it with this valve right here. So right here are the documents that actually came with it, which I think might be interesting to just quickly review. First, we have the basic instruction manual. Then we have specific instructions for the lift mechanism. Here is a manual edition that shows processing times and instructions for E6, C41, and a little bit about black and white. And here is a declaration of conformity, which is just a piece of legalese I'm assuming that everything comes with. So now the next step is to actually put the lift on, get this thing assembled. It looks like I may have to buy a hose to attach it to the water supply and drain in my darkroom, but that shouldn't be too big of a problem because I'm very much excited about getting this thing operational. So step 1, mount cogwheel. Screw off magnet coupling from the existing color processor, and after mounting the lift, screw the supplied cogwheel on the supplied cogwheel tightly. Okay everyone, as far as I know, my brand new Jobo CPP-3 is now fully assembled. There were some extra pieces. I'm gonna hope they're spare parts, though I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, I now have the lift attached. It appears to work with a drum. And the next step is to actually take this out to my darkroom and install it. In order to do that, I'm gonna have to make a trip to the hardware store so I can get some attachments. I wanna hook a hose up to the water inlet and also hook some hoses up to the various outlet points because I really don't want this thing spilling all over the floor, and it is gonna be sitting on a table adjacent to the sink. So, installing it is the next step. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. I know there's not that much to it that's not already obvious from looking at the online pictures. They don't throw in a lot of accessories, but hopefully it was still somewhat interesting.